we have a problem of maximum average subarray, so which is an easy problem. So understanding this is pretty easy. Like we are given an array and we have k equal to 4. So what that means is like for the first four, let's see, first one, two, three, four. So this we need to find the average of this. Then we move, let's say this is a window of 4. So we move the window of 4 to this. We need to find the average of this and subsequently the average of this. So we have to find the maximum of these three values. Here we have these three values. So pretty straightforward, but there's a twist in this, and I'll show you what's the thing. So let me stop here. So let's just say that we have uh, 3, 5, 1, and 4. So let's say k equal to 2. So so we want the average of this, then this, then this. So we'll have like three averages and we want the maximum of those three, right? So what do we have to do for this? Like we need the for the average we need the sum of 3 5, then sum of 5 1 5 1, then sum of 1 4, right? So what we can do here is like so if um, the important concept to learn here is like when we do a sum of let's say 3 5, we get 8, right? So now we don't want to, because sum is an expensive operation. Like 3 and 5 will we'll add 3 and 5, we'll add then 5 and 1, we'll add 1 and 4. So we don't want that. We what we want is like we can use the previous sum, right, to calculate the new sum. So 8. So for this, what we can do is 8 minus 5 plus 1. If you see, we are removing this 5 and adding this 1, right? Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. What we are doing here is yes. So yeah. So what we are doing is 8 minus 3 plus 1. So we are basically basically removing this and adding this, right? So in this way, this operation always will be a linear operation, or sorry, not linear, but a constant operation. We just need to add and remove the value. So in this way, we don't need to add the whole subarray, right? Subarray being this 5 1. So yeah, so like this for this it would be like 8 minus 3 is what 5 and 6, and for this we will have like 6 um minus 5 plus 4, so which will basically be 5, right? So the sum, right? So that's the idea. The most important thing here to learn is we don't want to recompute the sum. can use the previous sum, just remove one element from the previous array and add an element from the current array, right? So, and why that happens? Because if you can see the pattern, because this five remains the same in both the arrays, right? So I can take one more example, or what we can do is for 3514 we can take, let's say, 3514 k equal to 3. So k equal to 3 means this and this. So we compute 351, which is 8 and 9. And for the second array, for this array, this is for the first array. For this array, what we need to do is we have the previous sum. Then observe in the next array, this 5, 1 remains same, but we remove 3, add 4. So what that basically means is sum, right? So yeah, that's that's the whole idea. So the idea is like most of the elements remain the same in the next sum, so we don't need to recompute the sum. We just need to remove the one element from the previous array and add a element from the current array, right? So let me show you the code. So here we have the code. We have this max average. This is basically the pre-computed average, right? Pre-computed average for the I'll just do it here. Like we pre-compute this thing, right? We have the sum divided by the k. So we have this, and then we have the uh, pre-sum of the sum of these four values, right? So if the length is less than 2, then it's basically it is a one element array. Then the max average would be just this, right? Uh, because for one element we don't need to uh, we can't move further, right? So that's the base case. So for the yeah, so when we have multiple valued array, so in that what we do is we have this I range length minus k. So we have this j. So I is going from the first element to the second last element, right? So I'll explain why is it second last. So I is going from the first to the second last. We have j, which is I plus k. So it is always um, like the j is the window, right? So j is the window, which will be like I plus the kth value, the k value. So we have the now we update the pre-sum. So we update the pre-sum because for the first sum we already have the first sum, right? We pre-calculated it. Uh, so we already have the first first sum and the first average, right? first being the k equal to 4 in our example, first being this, right? So we have the max average, like like the first average and the first sum. Then what we can do is we update the sum by that formula, right? Remove one element from the previous array, add one element from the next array, right? So the next array is j, jth element, right? So j is so I plus k. So if you observe it carefully, um, I plus k goes to the so let's say in our example, I is 0, I 0 plus k which is 4, so j is 4, right? But our array is from 0 to 3, zeroth index to third index, right? So the index after the third index, which is fourth index, will be the index that's going to be included in the next array, right? So that's why we have this value here. And then we do the same thing. We do the max of the previous max and the new calculated one based on the pre-sum, right? So yeah, finally we get the max of average and we compute it, right? Um, I can run. I have already run this, so if you can see, yeah. So um, yeah, let me know if you need any explanation or anything that you haven't understood in this. Um, yeah, thank you.